Now, another thing we need to realize, okay, is that had people believed the truthers 20, 30 years ago, they would have saved thousands, if not millions, of American lives. Because the American people failed to believe us. Now, I'm talking about the early truthers, not me, but because of it is why this criminal government has grown to the point which it has, which may pose as a problem to stop, even if all Americans knew. I actually believe it would be pretty easy if all Americans knew. But they do have technology that's very deadly and very powerful, and if we don't get the majority of Americans, they're going to find a way, they're going to at least look for a way, because they're looking for one now, to take this country over to a certain point where there's no way to ever regain it again. We're not there yet. I don't believe they have that kind of power yet, but they're getting close. There's enough evidence now, mountains of evidence, to put away many of the top criminals that are running the Illuminati in America. Which the Illuminati is just a fancy word, illumination, which is everything but illumination. The proper word would be darkness, maggots, pile of dog crap. If you want to be honest, that'd be the proper wording for it. But there's enough evidence for that amount of gang stalking to be going on in America, which we see on YouTube, all the different victims that are pleading for help, and for the FBI and the CIA to have done nothing about it, proves intent. It proves that they're in cahoots with the criminals, and it proves that there's treason in America, and there's liability for people that have been harmed, and there's enough crimes to maybe not arrest everybody, but to arrest a big majority of everybody involved, and to return the power back to the American people. The new generation is not aware of what they legally own and what has been taken away from them. The rivers, the lakes, the mountains, all that land out there when you're in an airplane looking down, that's all that open free land, is everyone's land. It's the American people's land. The American people have died in many wars, 2 major world wars, defending the country, fighting for their land, their country, and then the government's going around fencing everything up now, saying we can't go in the mountains anymore unless we go only in designated areas. We can't go by the rivers anymore unless they're designated areas. See, I grew up in the 70s. Land was open back then. You can go walking in the mountains. They fenced it all up. Everything they're doing is in front of your face. There's all this evidence, mountains of evidence of criminal activity, from land grabbing to land purchasing, which is illegal, to land stealing.